In today's news, parents are urged to implement systems for kids during the festival to enhance safety. Premier Wheatley vows to compensate festival committees. Financial services destroying local businesses, says SKELTON. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must stop cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. Hello August indeed. We are in the midst of our emancipation celebrations here in the Virgin Islands. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you for joining us, and a happy Tuesday is wished to all. Premier and Minister of Tourism and Culture, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley, has vowed, he says, to compensate the Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee along with other subcommittees for their tireless work in producing a high-quality 2023 Emancipation Festival. Premier Wheatley made the promise during the opening ceremony of the 2023 Irene Penonio Festival on Monday. While committee members are often appointed to their respective positions, their services are offered voluntarily, and the positions are not salary-based. Premier Wheatley said that oftentimes these individuals are heavily criticized despite the sacrifice that is made to make the festival a reality in the territory.
It's not something that they are being paid for. And I have to say to you that it is my intent and my promise that I am going to compensate this committee for the work that they have done and compensate the other committees which were appointed under my leadership, because they work hard and they deserve it. And I want to say on this stage, Brother Doc Walters and all others who serve with you, I appreciate your service to the people of the Virgin Islands. Organizing this is not easy. They've done a good job of controlling the finances, making sure that our local artists are fully involved, making sure that you have a lineup that persons want to come and to experience. And guess what? It's not perfect, but we're going to make sure that next year, which is our 70th anniversary of these celebrations, is going to be even bigger and better.
Chairman of the Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee, Mr. Dirk Walters, spoke about the sacrifice made by all who contributed to the BVI festivals over the years.
Just so echo to piggyback a little bit off of what the Premier said with sacrifice, right? Sacrifice never dies. It's paid forward because of the sacrifices of our forebears and the sacrifices of persons like Mrs. Irene Penn O'Neill that were in the festival committee from way back when. They worked hard so we could have what we have now. And we continue to grow, we continue to improve and keep our culture alive. And the persons I want to recognize are the persons that you don't see. There are so many persons that work so hard behind the scenes. Volunteers, as Honorable Luz Hodge-Smith has said. Persons that work in various government department agencies, even to the booth owners and the vendors, our sponsors, our partners, everyone that makes this possible. You don't see most of these persons, but it's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work.
Leader for the opposition, the Honorable Ronnie W. Skelton, has shared the view that in its current form, the financial services sector may be doing more harm than good for local businesses. Skelton spoke in a recent sitting of the House of Assembly.
Madam Speaker, there's the emancipation of our forefathers, and the Premier put on his suit and go down there playing Noel Lloyd and all kind of stuff. So he has a good understanding of what it means to us as people who descended from slaves. Madam Speaker, the last time I checked, I am a 5th generation slave for the Langlook plantation. Just here the other day. So why are we allowing people to take our emancipation celebration that means so much to us and turn it into things that don't really represent us? We are the leaders of the country. Let us do what is good and right. Yes, people need to have fun. Put them in a space, let them go and have fun. But our emancipation should be something that we celebrate. What are we scared of? Every Sunday, August Sunday, invite me up here to read a thing, and that's it. But the whole thing was our celebration. Come on, let's stick with it, and let's stop having people dictate what we as a people should be doing. We have the culture, the past officer for culture and stuff. What culture is it? What culture we have now? It seems like we lost it, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my last point, Madam Speaker, is the government is doing something that is good. Two new committees, 2 new ministries, Ministry of Financial Services. Madam Speaker, and I hope the minister whose experience in it is long time, do something about it. Madam Speaker, we have a financial services sector. Number one, you can't get a bank account open. Number two, our people are only workers in it. If you're not working in the government system, you can't do nothing else. You're locked in a box. So I even say because of glass ceiling you can see through. You got a concrete ceiling that you can't move beyond. You even can't open your own businesses. Number three, it is destroying local businesses. Madam Speaker, every time financial services put something in place, it applies to the local businesses. And it's getting very expensive to maintain some of this stuff. And you're not doing any international business. The people who they're looking for, it's not the local businesses who are here. Yes, they may be involved in other things, but they're not involved in the things that they're looking for.
He further explained that efforts to build local businesses are being undercut by heavy regulations in the financial services sector, to which local businesses have been made to adhere. Minister for Financial Services, the Honorable Lorna Smith OBE, responded to these concerns, stating that there needs to be a balance struck between what is done internationally and what is done for local businesses.
We need to get this stuff corrected. We either need to go back and separate both businesses. If you're selling candies and peppermint and sugar cakes along the road, you want to protect yourself legally from liabilities. Madam Speaker, they shouldn't be subject to a lot of international regulations. And that's what's happening. So people are not, the very businesses we hear talking about establishing, the people are not keeping their companies and stuff active. So what happens to the asset in those companies? The asset in those companies, madam, goes back to the crown, the very person you want to get away from. The asset, if you don't keep your company, the asset doesn't belong to you, because we all know, Madam Speaker, that a company is a legal person. To get the asset of the company, you have to pass resolutions and so forth, and you must be in charge of the company. We are destroying the very thing that we're here trying to build local businesses.
Up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
So tonight, I am an international musician and also a bandman. Let's go behind the scenes. This is how I live my life. Unlimited with CCT.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for sticking with us. The BVI Health Services Authority is taking the lead in helping our community to stay cool, hydrated, and healthy as the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean region continues to experience a blistering heat wave. As the leading healthcare provider in the territory, the BVI Health Services Authority is not just offering advice. The organization is also offering an action plan, they say, to guard against heat strokes in this sizzling weather. More on this report. Amidst the recorded high temperature, staying cool is more than a luxury. It's necessary for health. The authority recommends frequent cool showers or baths. Cold packs, wraps, and cold towels can also offer relief from the blistering heat. Dressing appropriately can also aid in staying cool. Light, loose clothing made from natural materials is recommended, along with a hat and sunglasses for venturing outdoors. Hydration is another key point in the prevention of heat stroke. Regular intake of water is advised, while drinks containing alcohol, caffeine, and excessive sugar should be avoided. BVI Health Services Authority is also suggesting a shift in the dietary routine during the heat wave. Instead of large protein-heavy meals, residents should opt for smaller, more frequent. BVI Health Services is also suggesting a shift in the dietary routine during the heat wave. Instead of large protein-heavy meals, residents should opt for smaller, more frequent meals to ease digestion and maintain energy levels. The BVI Health Services is also providing guidelines on what to do if anyone feels unwell during the heat wave. Symptoms such as dizziness, intense thirst, or persistent headache should be addressed immediately. The person should be moved to a cool place, given water or fruit juice, and advised to rest. If the symptoms are severe or will last for more than an hour, medical attention should be sought. In terms of managing indoor environments, the authority suggests aiming for room temperatures below 32 degrees Celsius during the day and 24 degrees Celsius at night. This can be achieved by opening windows and shutters during the cooler hours of early mornings and night, and closing them during the heat of the day. Unnecessary lights and electronics, which can generate additional heat, should be also turned off. During the ongoing Festival Emancipation celebrations, Acting Chief Executive Officer Dr. June Samuel advises everyone to be aware of the heat wave's potential impacts, especially on vulnerable individuals. She stated, and I quote, "Special care should be given to the elderly, particularly females over 75, those living alone in a home care center, individuals with heart or lung conditions, diabetes, kidney disease, Parkinson's disease, or certain mental health conditions, and those on multiple medications that may be affected by hot weather. The BVI Health Services recommends avoiding direct sunlight, especially between the hours of 12 noon to 2 p.m., but still encourages the community to support and enjoy the festival while being cautious. Meanwhile, Dr. Samuel emphasizes the importance of listening to your body and taking necessary precautions. She said, and I quote, "If feeling faint, weak, excessively thirsty, or experiencing headaches, move to a cooler location, check your body temperature, and hydrate with water or fruit juice. For painful muscle spasms, rest in a cool place and use an electrolyte-packed oral hydration solution. If symptoms are unusual or persist, do not hesitate to seek medical attention. Stay safe," she says, "and enjoy the festivities responsibly." The BVI Health Services Authority says they want everyone to have a cool and enjoyable Emancipation Festival and is admonishing all residents to take the mentioned simple precautions in order to reduce the risk of a heat stroke and stay safe during the heat wave. Parents and guardians are being urged to implement systems during the 2023 Emancipation Festival celebrations to enhance the safety of their children or young relatives. This plea comes from the Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, Ninth District Representative, as well. He said, and I quote, "The participation of our children in the various activities during the festival, such as our parade, cultural activities, and the Prince and Princess show, are a part of our Virgin Islands culture, and all are welcome to celebrate and engage during this time. However, it is important that the well-being of our children is not lost or neglected at all in the festive activities taking place." To assist with the precautionary measures, Minister Wheatley provided some 12 tips that parents and guardians, he says, or well as caregivers, can utilize to protect their loved ones. These include: write your phone number on your child's wrist and cover it with liquid Band-Aid in case of separation. The liquid Band-Aid will prevent the ink from rubbing off. Take a photo of your child with your cell phone at the start of the event so you have their clothing, hairstyle, and an up-to-date photo ready to show the authorities should you need to. It may also be helpful to dress them in bright clothing at these events. That way, you can easily spot them in a crowd. Ensure that you teach your child their first and last names as well as your first and last name just in case the child becomes separated from you. Imagine a child being found by the authorities and then asked what is their name, or they say mommy and the response is mommy or daddy. That certainly will make it difficult for authorities, he said, to find the adult. Have your child memorize your cell phone number. If your child has their own cell phone, be sure it is properly charged and that they have adequate contacts as well as phone access. Parents should identify, he said, the nearest police officer or security officer to ensure that the child is aware of their location as well in case of separation. He continued, identify a landmark or meeting spot for your children that they should go if they get separated. Do not leave your child unattended in vehicles. Please be sure to accompany your child to the public restrooms if they have to use the bathroom. If you cannot go, be sure to use a trusted adult to accompany them. Do not leave your child home alone. Be cognizant of who you leave your child with and where they are left. Parents are also reminded that in case of emergencies, please call 911 or 311. At the different events, especially in the festival village, he said, I am asking vendors to refrain from serving alcoholic beverages or any illicit drugs to minors. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on, me. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Top of power.
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top-Up Turn-Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top-Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
So tonight, I am an international musician and also a band man. Let's go behind the scenes. This is how I live my life. Unlimited with CCT.
Shake me awake. Bring me back to reality.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. On to the final leg of our newscast. The Adult Spelling Bee competition, which was held just last year for the very first time, is returning on August 19th at the H. Laverty-Style Community College under the theme Battle of the Districts, which will see districts in the Virgin Islands vying for the coveted title. Recently, organizers Daryl Flanders and Mandisa Frit sat down with myself to discuss this very exciting event that promotes literacy.
The concept behind it was as a back-to-school initiative for parents to be able to take it easy and remember what their children are going to be going through for the academic year. So we decided to have them, put them on the spot really, and see if they knew everyday words. Because, you know, when it comes to homework, we have to double-check everything. So as a fun way to ring in the school year, we decided to host an adult spell-off. Last year we had 9 contestants, and the winner hailed from Virgin Gorda.
Okay.
And we also used the funds raised from the ticket proceeds, and we donated that to a school, and the school was chosen at random by the winner, and that school was Kitty's Nook last year.
Amazing. Flanders spoke about what can be expected for this year's competition.
We wanted to switch it up this year. We want to make it we plan to make this Adult Spell Off a running thing for years to come.
We appreciate that.
So we wanted to switch it up this year and do Battle of the Districts. Funny enough, that was actually going to be the first version, but then we were like, no, let's just go general. So this year we did Battle of the Districts, so we opened up to everyone. The buzz from last year was really high. So we were like, you know what, let's go for the Battle of the Districts this year.
Because we had elections this year also.
Yes.
So that kind of prompted the theme.
Yes. So we now have 12 competitors signed up for a variety of districts. Unfortunately, we do not have a District 1 or District 4 signed up.
Registration for the event is closed, and it includes a total of 12 participants.
The grand prize last year was $1,000, and amongst other things,
prizes,
right? This year, we're happy to say that our grand prize this year will be $1,500, so we're able to level up a little bit. But we will warn competitors, you know, just like last year, we have the Everyday Common Words round, just first category. We have the VI dialect category, and this year, instead of it, last year it was the map of the Virgin Islands. This year it's BVI signage.
Interesting.
So
is that a thing?
Well, Manny, you can elaborate on that a little bit.
Signage? Well, what's the signage for the BVI? By the mango tree?
Well, most of the buildings, particularly in town, have names on them.
Correct.
And if you move around, particularly in Tortola, you see signs of some interesting businesses. So we're going to use that to see one who's paying attention as they're moving around. And
in addition to the bragging rights, Flanders share what the grand prize will be.
Because we have 9 districts, even though we technically have 7 technically represented now, and we do have 12 participants, we actually have an orientation and possible preliminaries round this coming Saturday. It is closed to the public, but we do plan to do more promotion. This year we want to actually feature colors, so each district would have a color to rep at the competition on August 19th. Definitely. So we're looking forward to this year. The buzz in terms of just viewership, people who want to come has been great. Persons have seen me and they were like, Mr. Flanders, we come in. And I'm like, well, why don't you spell? And they're like, no. Absolutely not.
The event, of course, is made possible from the kind support from a number of contributing sponsors. Flanders took time to thank the community for their support.
First of all, HLSCC, we want to give them a huge shout out because we are using the auditorium again this year. Let me get my list together. So we also want to give a shout out to Delish Desserts, SK Charters, Nova Vita, SNS Shipping, Original Virgin Canopy Tour. We also have Captured Photography and Harneys, and the list goes on. So we are still in the process of confirming and listing and gathering those sponsors, but so far things have been shaping up pretty nicely for this competition on August 19th.
For the full interview, visit all Tweet4 media platforms. The recently crowned Prince and Princess of the Virgin Islands recently visited our studios with our Jacket Wooding for an interview, during which they shared their experiences and thanked all who supported them throughout the pageant.
Hi, my name is Denia Winter, and I am the British Virgin Islands Princess of 2023. I attend the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
Amazing, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk all about the pageant. How did you feel on the night?
On the night of the show, I was nervous, but then when I went and did my intro, I got a little bit more I wasn't nervous as bad as I was.
Awesome, great. Could you hear everybody cheering for you when you went out?
Yes.
All right. Now, what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show was the evening wear.
That was the evening wear. Everybody was talking about your dress. Did you really like your dress? Did you choose the design? What was that like?
I liked the dress because blue is my second favorite color, and I like the faded in the dress and the gems.
Amazing. Now, I would imagine that maybe you'd be trying to wear that dress again. Maybe. All right. Now, there were so many people out on the night who were supporting you. There were people who were commenting on Facebook, clapping for you and saying that you were doing such a great job. So do you want to say anything to everybody who supported you?
Yes. Thank you for supporting me, and also my sponsors and my family members and my mom.
Amazing. Now, Festival 2023 is here, and of course you are part of the Royal Court. What's your favorite thing about Festival, or what are you looking forward to the most this year?
I'm looking forward to meeting new friends.
The BVI's Prince also spoke next, sharing that the experience and support helped him to build greater confidence.
Hello, my name is Duran Springett, the 2023 Prince.
All right, and what school do you attend?
I attend the Ines Adams Primary School.
Amazing, and I'm sure they're all very proud of you. Of course, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about the night of the show. How did you feel on the night taking stage?
It was good. It felt amazing.
All right, can you hear everybody that was cheering for you while you were on the stage? And how did that feel?
It made me feel more confident.
Amazing, and confidence is key, especially in pageantry. So you had a lot of show-stopping looks that night. I'm sure everybody had something to call out, but what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show was the gifts, when they gave out the gifts.
When they gave out the gifts? All right, amazing. And you did walk away for a lot of the segments. So, of course, I'm sure you had so much fun hearing your name called out and getting all your sashes.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. Now, at this point, is there anything you want to say to everybody who supported you?
Yes, I would like to say thank you to my family, my friends who came out, and I would would like to thank you to my
sponsors.
Yeah, my sponsors. Just to name a few: Nagico Insurance, 8U General Trust, Gala Affair, S&N Shipping.
Congratulations, of course, to the lovely, newly crowned Prince and Princess of the Virgin Islands. Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a safe and enjoyable Emancipation celebration. See you. Bye-bye.